Honestly, still finding it hard to believe. Especially because I respect him a lot as a voice actor. Although, it's probably unfair to blame him for the false expectations I put on him. Felt like I had to go through his statement and translate it myself so that I didn't. It is his private life and I will continue to enjoy his voice work. But I guess this will always be something I will associate him with, the Awesome Love Paparazzi Shirt. Man, I feel so conflicted about this. On one hand, I love the guy and he's really funny, but on the other hand, cheating is the one thing I can hardly accept. I do hope he properly matures from this and becomes a better person going forward. Awesome Love Paparazzi Shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Ladies, for men and women. V-neck. Tank top. I always imagine that it must be especially awkward for fellow seiyuu when someone is involved in a scandal that turns out to be true. How do you respond? As if you aren't particularly close, you can just ignore it, I suppose. But if you are closer than only greeting in the studio but not super close friends, I could imagine that it would be weird to bring it up but also awkward to avoid every topic in that direction. And in this case, the even worse thing is that his wife is also an Awesome Love Paparazzi Shirt. That marriage announcement, though, makes you wonder how many other seiyuu are secretly married. Well, given the current culture of how female VAS are now playing up the girl love to appeal to fans. Official Awesome Love Paparazzi sweatshirt. Hoodie, sweatshirt. But I also think there's also a double standard. Namakawa is a man in his 40s. Okamoto is a man in his 30s. And they aren't marketed as male idols, if I'm not mistaken. Compare that to Hirano Aya's scandal. She had a gangbang with a music band. If you compare a gangbang involving a single woman with adultery is objectively worse. But Hirano being a woman in her 20s who was at the Awesome Love Paparazzi Shirt, the consequences for her were much harsher, and it still affects her career to this day. It also doesn't help that the people working in the industry are predominantly male. Some of those who sexually molest female seiyuu without us knowing. So there's some bias for male seiyuu. Other products.